Listen, Mrs. Kirshner over here just totally gave me her stamp of approval. She knows he's hot, or she wouldn't be Mrs. Kirshner. She knows what's up. You've been locked up. Tell us about that. Tell us about your hard time. Tell us about your hard time, Glenn.
Oh, look, I grew up a gutter kid in Jersey. Right? Born in Brooklyn. I escaped, but I only escaped across the river. I grew up in Jersey. Right. My pop was a high school football coach. I often say my dad coached at and got kicked out of every respectable high school football program in New Jersey. And so, you know, I had run-ins with the law. I got locked up for dumb stuff, doing stuff I shouldn't have done. Never convicted. But it's funny because when I applied, you know, first I was in the Army, and then I wanted to become a federal prosecutor, and so I had to fill out all the paperwork for the Department of Justice. And they're going, and everything seems to be looking pretty good, and then they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Hold on now. All right, so you became a lawyer to get out of illegal. You did. Okay, I think that's...
You trusted Donald Trump with your vote. You fought for him, never questioned his motives. When he mocked folks for wearing masks, you berated your coworkers for believing Dr. Fauci. You supported family separation policy for migrant children at the border. And when it was found out that he'd been hiring undocumented workers anyway for decades, you kept your mouth shut and pretended it wasn't a big deal. Just like you did about the lies, and the corruption, and the racism, and the G in women by the P. You defended a tax cut that didn't help you at all. You donated to his campaign. You paid to enroll in his online school and donated to his charity after it was confirmed to be a fraud. You bought his merch. You ended family relationships to prove your blind obedience. And now, Donald Trump needs you to do something for him. Give him your money. Give him your money now. Give him your goddamn money right now before something bad happens.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Oh, and America, if anyone asks, you got hurt because you're clumsy and you fell, okay? When do the girls arrive?
The guy who bragged about being able to remember 5 words in order. Could identify an elephant. Oh my God. Based on a drawing. Wants to make sure that other candidates submit themselves to competency tests. The guy who thought Colorado bordered Mexico, that nipple and button were countries, that Belgium was a city, that Kansas City was in Kansas, that Wales, the country, was spelled like the animal. The guy who stared at an eclipse with the naked eye, asked about nuking hurricanes. Things in windmills cause cancer. That guy. He wants to make sure that everybody else who's running for president can ace the competency test that he had to take. The one that, like, basically you have to take just so people can make sure that you haven't, like, had a stroke or lost your mind. And not to mention the fact that Mr. Two-Handed Water Drinking Teeny Tiny Ramp Challenge it's not exactly Mr. Physical Stamina, but sure, yes. Let's see if those other candidates can ace that competency test. Maybe they'll be able to identify a rhino that can be president. You can't make this stuff up.